A meth bust here in Pulaski County totaling around $700,000 is one that sheriff's deputies say they believe is the largest ever in eastern Kentucky.
A love letter to an inmate in Lincoln County was carrying more than emotion. Details ahead.
New details from Lexington police on a shooting that left a man with several gunshot wounds.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. Investigators in Pulaski County say it could be the biggest meth raid in their area ever.
Local, state, and federal authorities seized more than 12 pounds of meth this week, mostly from a location in the Braunston community. The street value of the meth is $700,000. So far, one person has been arrested. Hillary Thornton has the details from Pulaski County. It's our top story at 4:30.
A drug bust in Wayne County led investigators here to the Braunston community of Pulaski County, where sheriff's deputies say they made one of the largest, if not the largest, meth bust ever in eastern Kentucky. Officials with the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office say it all started with a federal search warrant for the property belonging to James Ronald Muse in Wayne County. Deputies took $42,000 in cash and 1 pound of meth from that location. From there, their investigation moved into Pulaski County, where a search of a location in the Braunston community led them to 11 pounds of meth, totaling around $700,000 worth. The Pulaski County Sheriff says this meth bust, which is the result of a joint effort by several local, state, and federal agencies, will spare many families from the impact of the destructive drug. He also says he believes this is the largest seizure of meth in this part of the state. And that is something that many in Braunston that I spoke to off camera say they are surprised to hear happened in their community. And deputies here with the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office say they believe much more will come from all of this as that federal investigation moves on. In Pulaski County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Muse is being held in the Laurel County Detention Center. Jail officials in central Kentucky have uncovered a drug smuggling scheme, and it was found by looking through the mail sent to an inmate.
The Lincoln County jailer says the inside of the card was covered with heart-shaped stickers. Underneath the stickers, the sender had hidden 2 strips of Suboxone. Our Victor Puente has more from the Lincoln County Regional Jail.
The Lincoln County jailer says he's used to inmates trying to sneak drugs in on their body. But recently someone tried to sneak in Suboxone covered in little colorful hearts. This is just some of the contraband the staff at the Lincoln County Regional Jail have confiscated in the past 7 months. Most of it was snuck in by inmates, but this letter was brought in by the mailman. It arrived July 16th. A deputy taking a closer look at the hearts covering the card discovered 2 of those hearts were concealing strips of Suboxone. The drug is intended to help with opiate addiction. The return address is a home in Danville. Police went there, but it was vacant. Jailer Robert Wilson says they can't charge the inmate the letter was addressed to because they can't prove she knew it was coming. He says they were aware of the tactic because it had happened at other jails, but this was a first for his staff. But he says they have had to be vigilant as inmates attempt to sneak drugs and other contraband into the jail.
It's never the same thing every day. Like I said, we're pulling stuff out of people's body cavities, needles, pill bottles that people have concealed up inside their body. That's an everyday thing.
Coming up at 6, I'll tell you about the changes they're making here at the jail, all because of that letter. In Lincoln County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
A corrections emergency response team from Marion County searched the jail after Suboxone strips were discovered. Wilson says they only discovered tobacco. Police are still trying to figure out details in an overnight shooting. Someone brought a man into a bar with several gunshot wounds, but police are still working to figure out where that shooting happened. The victim asked for help at Spud's Grill and Tavern on Pimlico Parkway. The man had at least 4 gunshot wounds to his arms and stomach area. Police tell us the victim is not being cooperative with their investigation.
A man who died after crashing his motorcycle along Interstate 75 in central Kentucky overnight has now been identified. It happened on I-75 in Madison County near the Fayette County line. The Madison County coroner says 44-year-old Christopher Freeoff of Georgetown was riding with a group of motorcyclists when he lost control and was thrown from the bike. Freeoff died at the scene. State police think alcohol and speed played a role in that crash. Police in Louisville plan to charge a 15-year-old girl with murdering her newborn daughter. Officers were called to a street near a hospital Wednesday, and they say they found the teen who had recently given birth with a dead baby girl. They believe the infant suffered some type of trauma and died as a result. The mother was taken into custody. Neighbors say they don't understand why the child was not given to someone who could have taken care of her. Kentucky's safe infant law allows anyone to surrender a baby less than 3 days old to medical facilities, police, or firefighters. No questions asked.
They cannot drop it at the doorsteps. They have to give it to a person, and then anonymously they can just walk away.
Investigators have not said whether an autopsy has been done to determine how the baby died. In addition to the pending murder charge, the 15-year-old likely will be charged with tampering with physical evidence and abuse of a corpse. Well, the weekend is starting out really nice here in the Bluegrass with plenty of sunshine and great temperatures and only a small chance of rain.
We're wearing yellow in honor of this beautiful Friday. When's the last time we had no rain in the state of Kentucky? Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey, who I know has the answer.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't get the yellow memo apparently today, guys. But yeah, I know, right? This is one of the few days for the entire month of July. And as a matter of fact, Sam, I think this is the first day for the whole month of July we haven't had at least one shower or thunderstorm showing up somewhere in the state of Kentucky at some point in the 24-hour period. At least that's a positive step, right? And we look at Live First Alert Defender just to illustrate that point. Nothing is out there. Paducah to Pikeville, Corbin to Covington, every stop in between. Looking to be in pretty good shape. You don't believe me? Look at some of our sky cams across parts of central Kentucky. Frankfort, Georgetown, looking good. Madison County, northbound on 75, looking good. How do we look into Lexington? Hamburg Pavilion area in the distance, blue skies. Green grass of Kentucky that is as thick and as lush as you will ever see it this time of year across our region. That also plays a big factor in temperatures. It keeps thermometers from getting crazy on us. This has not been a hot summer by any stretch of the imagination, and it's another day where temperatures for most of central and eastern Kentucky are coming in a little cooler than normal. Many of us into the low and mid 80s. When I come back in a little bit, we'll focus on the weekend that will see more typical summer air finally pushing back into the Bluegrass state. Guys, hour by hour forecast here in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. Emergency management officials in Rowan County say they've already filled out and sent the paperwork to FEMA to declare parts of the county a disaster area.
With all of the flooding in the county throughout the past couple of weeks, many in Rowan County are still cleaning up the mess left behind. For many, the Red Cross is providing toiletries and cleaning supplies for those affected by the flooding over the past few weeks. And that's happening at the Carl D. Perkins Community Center. Coming up on WKYT News at 5:30, you're going to hear from a couple who's been affected by that flooding. Well, folks are preparing for a big fundraiser to help horses that need a new home.
Deanne Stevens is out and about at a special farm with all the details. Hey, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys, from McConaughey Farm, where right here tomorrow they are going to be having this fundraiser for these beautiful horses. This is Emma, and we're riding along Sky, and Lori is with us today. And do you like my fashion choice? I'm going to go ahead and point it out before Kenny does. I said capris and boots go well together, don't they, Lori?
Oh, gosh, yes, absolutely.
Doesn't really matter what you wear out here at McConaughey Farm.
It's not. As long as you're cool, you know, the boots are a great fashion.
Make sure you have on your boots tomorrow when you come out to help what's happening here at McConaughey Farm. Why are you guys doing this?
Well, we started a rescue for horses back in November. McConaughey Farm's been here a lot of years, but we found that there's a need for a lot of horses that need homes, that either are neglected, very underfed, live in horrible situations. We also take in horses with that owners need to surrender because they aren't able to take care of them, which is a great thing because they realize it in time before the horses get too desperate.
Well, I was going to say, that's the story of Emma here. Let's keep going. Emma's like, Deanne, you're wearing me out. Emma was a surrender horse because its owner could not keep taking care of her in the middle of all the snow last year. And you said they have a happy home now, and there's people that love them here and take good care of them.
Absolutely. Our main goal is when we rescue a horse is to rehabilitate it and hopefully find it a place to go for life. Emma and Sky here more than likely will remain, and so you know, they're a part of the family now. They'll never have to be hungry again.
But there are some horses for adoption that you can come out and meet tomorrow here at McConaughey Farm. Things kicking off at 11 o'clock, run until about 7 o'clock tomorrow night. She's coming for you, Kitty. It is a free event. It is a free event. All kinds of activities for the kids, bands, and things for you to take part in. McConaughey Farm, by the way, located on White's Lane, which is off of Jacks Creek and off of Old Richmond Road, if that gives you kind of idea. Kicking things off at 11 o'clock tomorrow. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Come on, let's go get them. Back to you guys.
You know she's moving kind of slowly there.
Yeah, but sweet creature there.
Yes, yeah,
great horse.
doing a good thing. Producers have announced plans for a follow-up to the Jurassic World blockbuster, and Tom Cruise is back for another Mission Impossible.
Suzanne Marquez has your eye on entertainment.
Vienna's Opera House hosted the world premiere of the latest Mission Impossible movie. Tom Cruise reprises his role for the 5th time as Agent Ethan Hunt, who against all odds must save the world again.
I'm thinking about the audience and what can I do that's going to entertain this audience.
Open the door! Mission Impossible Rogue Nation opens in U.S. theaters on July 31st. Producers are planning a sequel to Jurassic World. The reboot to Jurassic Park made $1.5 billion worldwide this summer. The sequel, starring Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and plenty of dinosaurs, is set for June 2018.
Make no mistake, the game is coming to its end.
Fans of The Hunger Games have something new to tide them over until the series finale is released in November. A new trailer for The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 just came out. The film concludes the story about Katniss Everdeen, played by Jennifer Lawrence. And Bono is partnering with an eyewear company to raise $10 million for glasses and vision tests for the underprivileged. The U2 frontman, who was diagnosed with glaucoma 2 decades ago, calls sight a human right. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, Jimmy Fallon may be on the mend, but he didn't let that stop him from rocking out with U2 at Madison Square Garden.
And speaking of Bono, Fallon was in the crowd holding a sign that says, "Singer with a broken finger," when U2 frontman Bono pulled him up on stage. Fallon, you may recall, was put in the hospital, underwent some surgery last month after he fell in his home. His finger may have been broken, but he didn't have any broken pipes. Fallon helped Bono belt out the song Desire, gave a wicked harmonica solo, and even brought his house band The Roots up on stage. Bono streamed the entire thing online. Well, what else can you say? It's Friday. It's beautiful outside. We also get paid this week.
Yeah,
Not that that matters to you, but
finally we get to enjoy some summer for once, Chris Bailey, and I guess spend our money this weekend.
Why not? You know what? Weather's put me in a good mood. We'll throw a few extra bucks down somewhere tonight or the next couple of days. You're exactly right, guys. Outside right now, temperatures having a hard time getting out of the low and mid 80s. We've actually dropped in the past hour. Frankfort, Lexington, and Richmond, another day with temperatures coming in for highs below normal. If you're playing along at home, that is now 18 days in Lexington so far in July with cooler than normal temperatures. How about that? It has not been a hot summer by any stretch of the imagination at all. It has been a wet one, so we look at Live First Alert Defender, and we are very, very thankful that we have nothing going on across all of central and eastern Kentucky. Clean sweeps continue to come back, and we're talking about a gorgeous evening that is on tap, showing you those sky cams throughout the entire region. If you are out and about this evening, temperatures are going to drop quickly as the sun sets. We'll drop through the 70s. We'll wind up with a little fall coming up later on tonight. Guys, when I come back in a few minutes, we'll focus on that weekend forecast and then show you some changes that are brewing as we go into the next several days. But in the short term, Sam, if you want to throw some money my way, buddy, I know it's payday. Hey, you know what? I'm not going to turn it down for a nice forecast.
I'm not sure why I announced that.
You walked right into that with him.
It's out there now.
Well, the heat melts paint and a 74-pound fish. It is the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're doing something with a wall here. It's been a pretty hot summer for some people. Are we skipping ahead here? All right. All right. We've had some hot weather in some parts of the country, but maybe not as bad as what they're dealing with in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's so hot, it's causing paint to melt. A rock on the UT campus has seen decades worth of student paint jobs, everything from birthdays to proposals to presidential nominations, but now layers and layers of paint simply slid right off because of the sweltering heat. And for the first time in years, students now have a blank canvas to work with. Not as hot up here in Kentucky. We've had actually a pretty cool summer.
Check this out. A 65-year-old woman holds the new record for the largest catfish caught at an Oklahoma lake, and her 70-year-old husband helped her. The woman caught a blue catfish that weighed nearly 74 pounds. The prior record at Fort Gibson Lake was a 65.5-pound catfish. The woman said pulling in the fish felt like she had caught a whale.
Took my pole to the water, and he just kept on going, taking my line off. I'm yelling at him, help me, for Pete's sake, help me.
Hanging on for dear life.
Bet it took them nearly an hour to reel it in. The state biologist told them that fish was more than 100 years old, so they let it go. The couple has been fishing together for nearly 50 years. That is quite a fish tale to tell there.
That is a monster of a fish. All right, thank you for joining us here at 4:30.